As leaders meet for the 80th UN meeting in New York this week, the atrocities on the people in Gaza have continued. During the latest massacre, an airstrike near a market in Gaza City killed at least 22 people. The dead included 9 children. Tomorrow, Foreign Minister Winston Peters will finally reveal New Zealand's position on recognising Palestinian statehood. Someone watching this closely is cardiac surgeon Dr Alan Kerr, who since 2001 has completed 45 separate volunteer missions to Gaza to operate on children with heart disease, saving nearly 1,000 Palestinian lives. And a new documentary out now shines a spotlight on his remarkable work and reveals how his wife Hazel made it all possible. It's called The Doctor's Wife. Well, Dr Alan Kerr is with me now. Thanks so much for your time, Alan. Just first up, how are you feeling about the current situation in Gaza and the atrocities being visited on the people there at the moment?
We're just desolated by what's going on there. Many of the people there the children that we operated on there will now be young adults, and we're unable to contact them.
So do you suspect, Alan, that some of those babies who you saved over many years have been killed in this conflict?
I think almost certainly a number of them will have been. We have no way of contacting these people at the moment.
The UN has said that genocide is occurring. From what you have seen, do you agree with this assessment? And how cruel is some of the attacks on especially young people? Because it's children and young people who you and your wife spent most of your voluntary time helping, right?
Yes, that's correct. It's just heartbreaking to see what's happening. When we see accounts of people in the hospital that we worked in being operated on now without even anaesthetic. It's just a terrible situation.
Now, Winston Peters will announce tomorrow whether New Zealand will recognise Palestinian statehood. Are you surprised, Alan, that it's taken us this long?
Yes, I am. I think that New Zealand in the past has been a leader in these kinds of situations, and I think it's disappointing that it's taken so long. But I hope he does finally get ahead and do this.
Yeah, I'm sure that will happen, but we find out tomorrow, Saturday, around midday. Now, Alan, tell me about the documentary, The Doctor's Wife. How long has this been in the making?
It's been in the making since 2007. I started working there in Gaza. I was operating in Gaza City at the Shifa Hospital on 9/11, but journalists weren't allowed into Gaza then, and the documentary started when Paula Fetty-Jones joined us, and she subsequently made 6 visits over between 2007 and 2018. The last 3 of them in a wheelchair after she became paraplegic.
I mean, that's incredible. So, 6 visits. So a lot of work has gone into this. Now, it's called The Doctor's Wife. Can you tell me, I've met Hazel before, but how did she what did she do while there in Gaza with you? And how do you think that she assisted your work there?
Well, she assisted my work just by being there. I wouldn't have gone without her. She had to find things to do, and she's remarkably resilient in doing that. In Gaza, she worked in a wonderful hospital for deaf children, not hospital, a school for deaf children, teaching dance drama, which she had done in Mount Eden for several years. When we moved to East Jerusalem in 2004, she worked in a refugee camp, the Shufat camp, which is in Jerusalem, again with kids doing dance drama, wonderful children, and also work in a school, a Bedouin school in the desert.
And Alan, I mean, you're retired now, but you did those sort of 40 separate missions in your career. At what point would cardiac doctors like yourself be able to re-enter Gaza? And is this the sort of intention? Is this what you're raising money for through this documentary, to get more specialists back in there?
It was actually 40 visits, not 47. But the work we did was in East Jerusalem, which has been annexed by Israel. So the hospital, the Makasset Hospital in East Jerusalem, is still intact. The people that we trained are mostly still there, and all the equipment that we developed from things like USAID, which is now non-functional, is still all ready to go. We have a team of people here in New Zealand who have been there many times, and they're all set to go again. We've been raising money through the film to fund this, and we currently have enough to fund, I think, at least 2 further visits. We've also just in the last few days provided money through an American organisation called Heal Palestine to buy $30,000 worth of tents to house the people that are presently streaming south in their thousands from Gaza City as the Israelis attack there.